marvel, does he not?
No movement. Billions and billions of miles.
For that.
Here's Johnny. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's very nice. I'm sorry, but the gift certificates are on the third floor. Well, you sound in a good mood tonight. Thank you for coming. Have you finished with your Christmas shopping? No. Okay. You know it is, well, officially what, 8 days? 8 days before Christmas, and it's 85 degrees in Los Angeles. I hate to say that for people back east or up in Fargo or Cut Bank, Montana, but 85. If you see Santa Claus out here in Hollywood with rosy cheeks, it's because he came in from a nude beach. I can't remember it being like this in December. That rustling sound you heard today was the sound of pine needles falling from Christmas trees all over. Whoa, do you believe it? Christmas is weird in Los Angeles anyway. This is the only community that has real trees inside the house and phony trees outside. And aluminum Christmas trees. Have you seen? You can get a metal aluminum Christmas tree. Yeah. Really festive. If you don't think it is warm-hearted, did you see the Hollywood Christmas parade the other day? It is a weird sight to see Rudolph, the reindeer, with cocoa butter on his nose. I'm out at Malibu. Now, it's weird out there. How weird is it? Christmas carolers go house to house on surfboards. Not the old Christmas. Who liked that over here?
Right over there.
One guy in the band. Hey, that's pretty good. Anyway, you better get your Christmas shopping done. It's getting a little close. I saw a sign that said today, sale on batteries. Batteries not included. Well, were you on diaper detail last night?
Yes.
It has a new baby in his house. How old are they?
I have a picture to show you later.
I'll bet you do.
Yes, I know.
You're gonna bore us to death for months, aren't you? Ed was on diaper detail this morning, but he's gonna get a TV special out of it called Baby Bloopers. You know how I feel? I think it's wonderful for both you and Victoria.
Thank you.
Victoria is the one I feel sorry for. Now she's got to get 2 bottles ready at night. Well, I was thinking about going back to New York next week. Then I picked up the paper this morning. There seems to be a little problem there. Did you read about it? There was a mob killing on the streets of New York City. Yeah, right in front of an Italian restaurant. Surprise? No. Nothing. No. Don't write any letters. Don't those guys ever eat Chinese? I mean, anyway, it was very efficient. I mean, ooh, but a little scary. Speaking of that, I had lunch at my favorite Italian restaurant here in the Burbank today. Vinny Abruzzi's Little Touch of Newark. Their specialty is chicken gangland style. It's chicken is served face down in a little shallow boat of gravy. This just came in at the news desk before I came out, yeah. General Electric just hired the Kmart announcer to anchor the NBC News. Yeah. We're now working for General Electric. You know that? RCA, NBC, part of General Electric. It's even affecting our show. I tried to book William the Refrigerator Perry on the show. Yeah. They wouldn't let me because he's not a GE model. Well, I guess the big news in show business, Sylvester Stallone got married. Sunday, yeah. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know, he married a beautiful actress. I believe she's Swedish, isn't she?
Mm-hmm. Danish.
What? Danish?
Yes.
Danish?
Yes.
Bridget Nielsen. Mm. Now, they do have a language problem. She can't speak English, and neither can he. Well, now that he's married, Rocky will finally learn what it's like to lose the big one. No, I wish them. They've both been guests on the show, and I kid them. Hey, you know. Hey. Anyway, we've got a great show for you tonight. We have the one and only, the incomparable Bette Midler with us. And tonight. Oh, they're not here for Bette. These gentlemen have joined along with our percussionist over there.
Yes.
Because they're going to kind of round out. Now, is it officially now an orchestra? See, normally it's a band.
Not than it was before. No, you'd have
What officially makes a band an orchestra? Strings?
about 500 a week.
The band will play later. Doc has come up with a wonderful Christmas medley, right?
Actually, Tommy did this.
Tommy did the charts for this?
Yes, about 20 years ago.
Well, I know you don't get a chance much to play on the show, but it hasn't been that long, has it?
Well, we've had it ready.
Okay. Tonight, you're going to hear it. A 20-year medley you're going to hear tonight. Thank you for coming. We'll be right back. We'll be back. Thank you. Okay.
Yes. Now, you know,
It's obvious to me that the French horn players only play during the Christmas
they
medley.
only play for the medley. They don't play anything
They
else.
don't play station break music.
I mentioned I have a picture. Now, all parents think their child, of course, the most beautiful thing in the world. Here is the first photo on television of the little muffin. There she is. Can you see her?
A muffin?
I call her a muffin. There she is, little Catherine Mary,
Look,
Victoria. Now, that's a cute-looking kid. Take a look at that. Uncle Johnny. Christmas is right around the corner.
I suppose that denotes a gift. Yeah. What do you get a 14-day-old kid?
Well, you'll think of something. You've pleased them at all ages.
She can hang around about 18 years. I'll probably marry her. Have you been up at night?
Yes.
It's been a few years since you...
Yeah.
Well, you've been up many nights, but I mean...
Yeah. For this purpose, yes, different.
Walking
it's
the floor.
It's fun, though. I
and,
enjoy it. I'm really enjoying
warming
it.
the
It's so
bottle,
much
so.
different because when we had our kids, we're both out working hard, trying to get a career going.
Right.
I have some time now, and I'm really enjoying it. It's fun, honest to God. It's
Do
wonderful.
you actually go in and do that
I
whole
do the
stuff?
bottle, sure, the burping. I'm very big.
We should explain. Every year for past, I don't know how many years,
Long time.
the Ecce Poinsettia. Poinsettia?
That's the correct pronunciation.
I always say Poinsettia. Poinsettia Ranch.
Yeah.
Where are they located? Anybody know?
Out of town.
They're out of town. That's the official word, out of
I
town.
think it's Paul Ecke, E-C-K-E, Poinsettia Ranch, sends us these beautiful poinsettias. Isn't that beautiful?
And they really make it look
really
festive, don't they? It's wonderful.
What?
They make it look very festive.
Yes, also the holiday mood. Let's move along here. These French horn players.
They don't do a
Are they
thing.
gonna play tonight?
And you notice they don't
They
laugh
have not
much.
touched. They have not touched those instruments.
They don't laugh much, you notice?
They've been sitting here since I came out. They sit and they
Yeah.
watch the monologue and they sit there and
Yeah.
they haven't played those horns.
They're
These
like
gu-
violin players.
These
They
guys
don't
get
laugh.
a lot of bread and nothing
Sure.
has happened so far.
Why don't you give them one note? Doc, have him play one note
Just a
just to
couple-
satisfy you.
Are you kidding?
You're right, of course. We should know better.
All right.
They
You
will play
guys wanna
later during
play
the
another
holiday
night?
medley.
They don't want
They won't play.
They're not going to play during the holiday medley either. Okay. It has been a long time, way too long, that Bette Midler has appeared on this show. She's a monumental talent, and she has a new album out called Mud Will Be Flung Tonight, which was recorded live, and very few people remain unsplattered with this album. She really has fun with everybody. And it was recorded live here in Los Angeles. Would you welcome the divine Miss M, Bette Midler.
Doesn't my poinsettia look happy?
That's, well, yours is well-nourished, too. Yes, yours That poinsettia will live a long time. Hey, it's so great to see you again. I mean that.
Great to see you, too.
Yeah, I know you get busy and you're on concert and schedule, and you don't have time to drop in here
But
too often.
I never forget you.
Really?
You are my shining knight and shining armor.
come
you
on
are
now.
just...
Really?
Yeah, you know, I think back about how long it's been. You know, I started here when I was
14,
just...
something like that?
I think I was in grammar school.
Yes, you were a little
It's
tyke.
a long time ago, and now, you know, I had my 40th birthday.
You told me that
I
backstage,
did.
I couldn't
Isn't
believe
that
it.
shocking?
Well, you looked a little traumatic when you said, I'm 40. Now, what does that mean for a woman?
Actually, I really didn't mind that I turned 40. I really didn't mind. I decided I was going to do something different with my life after I turned 40, and then I just pigged out until I was 40. And I really did. I just ate everything in sight. And now I'm 40, and I'm going to change. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to, you know.
Really?
Yes, I'm going to do all that. I'm going to, you know, let me hear your body talk. My body said, go to hell, you know. I love to eat. I really love to eat. And I married a man. I married a German man.
They like to eat, don't they?
Oh, honey, that guy really loves to eat.
Pot roast, potato pancakes?
Everything, and lots and lots and lots of grease. And so he started me. He introduced me to food. Really, I don't even bother with a knife and fork anymore. I just shovel it right in. Really.
But you're gonna get off of that
I'm
now?
going to try to get off it. You know, I've seen some other kids my age, and they all look spectacular. You know, because they're all lifting weights and everything. So.
Yeah, but
I'm
you know,
gonna
that can
try.
get out of hand. That emphasis, I think California starts it out here.
That's true.
The constant emphasis that everybody
true.
has got to have a
Well,
22-inch
honey, I'm in
waist. I mean,
show
come on.
business, really. I gotta look good. I cannot be just a heaving sack of cellulite, you know. I mean, I would like to be a heaving sack of cellulite, but I don't think
Now,
it's the right
cellulite
thing.
is a kind word that doctors, it
It's-
means
it's
fat,
kinda right.
doesn't it?
That's right. It means fat. It's like it's got like it's hills and valleys, and every like item on your leg is like another state, you know. It has a topography all its own, you know. The hills and valleys of the thighs, and it's
Women seem to get that. Men don't seem to get it there
No.
too much. I don't know why. I guess it's something that just happens mainly to women in their...
I wonder if it's dairy products. Sometimes I think it's dairy products. No, get out of here.
Get outta here.
I eat a lot. You know, if you eat butter, a lot of buttermilk and butter and fat and milk, whole milk. which
Are you
you're
going to
not
have one of these
supposed
guys come to the house? You know, they have these guys.
to- Oh,
that cost
honey,
a fortune.
I had that
They
guy.
come every
I
day.
had him. Oh, he was brutal.
You mean Body by Jake?
I had him. Oh, don't say his name.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, there are a lot of guys who do that.
I'll tell you, he's the
No
nicest
names.
guy
No
in the
names.
world.
Right.
But he just beats you with a stick. It's horrible. And it's only 20 minutes, and it costs a fortune. And at the end, you're like, oh, could I just lie down now? Thank you, Jane. And you hobble up the stairs. It's
Yeah.
really, really painful.
Do you have the discipline to do it on your own? See, that's
No,
the trick.
absolutely
Those guys
not.
who come there make you do it.
Absolutely not. That's the only reason I hired him, because I did a picture for Walt Disney Studios, and I was just a little loose, and I felt he would really give me some toning. So
Yeah.
I went to him. He came to my house 3 times a week, and it was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
I was in so much pain every moment of the day.
I think you look good.
Thank you.
I think you look good.
Thank you.
I think you look good.
Thank you.
Marriage is... You told me that kind of
I
changed
got
your life.
married. I haven't seen you since I got married.
Well, last time I saw you was your birthday.
That's
was that your
right.
39th birthday? I guess it
That was my 39th birthday, and then No, I think you saw me at my 38th birthday.
Really?
And then at 39, I decided, that's it, I'm going to get married.
Right.
So I got married. I married a German boy, like I said. Every night I get dressed up like Poland, and he invades me. Thank you. Rim shot. And he's the nicest guy in the world, and I don't want to say anything about it because, you know, these female comics, you know, they fang their husband once too often, they wind up in
Yes.
divorce court without an act. You see, and you, of course, would know all about
course.
that stuff. So,
If you ever have problems, you just call me, and I have a little marital clinic.
I wouldn't go to your lawyer, doll. I wouldn't go. I'd wind up absolutely with nothing left.
Let me do this. We'll come back
Okay.
and talk about whatever. We're going to
Okay.
welcome Pulsar watches. The whole world knows a great watch when it sees one. Yes, it does. We're back talking with Bette Midler on Overgone New Jonas. It must have been quite an experience doing the We Are the World thing.
Yes, it was quite an experience.
Was it?
Actually, it was a fantastic night. I stood next to LaToya, and everything was great.
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen was there chatting with the soloists.
Right?
Yes. I rushed up to him. I said, Bruce, darling, you look fabulous. What happened? He wasn't amused. I remember when his arms were as skimpy as his chord changes. Do you remember that? Oh, hiss and boo, you're all.
He was slender, wasn't he?
He was slender, but like I said, they're all doing that stuff.
Is your husband, does he?
He does kung fu. Kung fu. I never know what, but it's like, hup, you know, and they kick and they carry on and they. He's
into the martial arts, you mean?
He does all the martial arts, and while I sit on the sidelines and bemoan my fate, being sort of like buxom and small and.
You are buxom.
I am buxom. Could I sing you a song about my my weight problem?
Yeah.
Would you like that?
I would.
Good.
Right
I've never sung from this position before. I've sung from others, but never sitting up.
I'm not going to be a fool and ask either.
Good. This is a song two friends of mine and I wrote for this album called Mud Will Be Flung Tonight, in which I slander just about everyone in the business. Hey. This song is called Fat As I Am because I've been moaning and you know, fetching about my weight for so long. I decided I would just put pen to paper and Maestro, if you don't mind, give me a little intro. Thank you. Fat as I am, who wants to see a diva fat as I am? I get mistaken now for Leni Kazan. How is it that I'm fat as I am? Fat as I am, the camera's gonna add a ton to my can. This is the way they say Godzilla began. I can't believe I'm fat as I am. Try it again. All my friends say I should diet again, that my fans are gonna riot again. Look what happened to Liz. Shall I go on? All of my sins are not as numerous as all of my chins. I could audition for the Doublemint Twins. No one in the biz is as fat as I is. Oh, but what's a career when you put it next to Knockwurst and beer? They could park a DC-10 on my rear. God knows I got the gas. There goes the chair. But to tell the truth, I'm too fat to care. I ate a meatball off the floor right over there. I don't give a damn when you're fat as I
Fat as I am. Must be jelly, 'cause jam don't shake like that.
That's right.
You're marvelous. You're marvelous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Who gives a darn? So what? I have a husband, a man who loves me, and hey, what more could you ask? He thinks I'm terrific. He doesn't care if I'm hunchbacked, if I lose an arm. He thinks I'm just fabulous. He looks on the inside, you see. He says, darling, your insides are all right.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Your insides are grand.
That's right.
Do you ever get any flack from people you give the zingers to?
Well,
You can tell the
actually, I
ones Latin.
must tell you that I only used Lainey Kazan's name in that last song
Because it
it rhymes. I don't even know how Lainey looks. I haven't seen her in a dog's age. I'm sure she's totally divine. She always is a great singer and a great friend of mine, so I didn't slur her on purpose. I just slurred her because she rhymed.
Now, the ones you...
On the other hand,
The ones you
there's
slur on
quite a few in there who really deserve it, and some who don't really, but you know, hey, what can I say?
It's a short life.
That's right. When I first came up, they slandered the out of me. You used to say I dress like a used car.
You never got that line right.
No, I
You know
dress
what
like a
said?
stolen
You
car.
dress like a stolen car is what I said.
I would sit there in my little pedal pushers, my Golden May pedal pushers, my corset, and say, what does he mean by that?
We're going to take a break. You're going to do one of my favorite songs.
I am?
When we come back.
Okay.
Yes, Skylark, right?
Yes.
We'll be back. Dress like a...
In 1943, President Franklin Roosevelt read the classic poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, to an audience in the White House. It became an annual tradition which President Reagan has decided to uphold in his own special way. So now we take you live to the White House for the President's annual Christmas greeting.
Well, it was the night before Christmas when, all through the White House, not a creature was stirring, not even my spouse. Stockings were hung by the chimney with care, and my tax bill in Congress had not a prayer. Thanks to those Republicans all snug in their beds, if I had an axe, I'd chop off their heads. With Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap, and Rex, my dog, left a gift in my lap. When out in the rose garden arose such a roar, could it be Rambo had started a war? There came such a noise from out in the shrubs that I thought about phoning Crockett and Tubbs. By the window I ran, I really did hasten, just like when I've had too much chili at Chasen's. But what did I see but a large flying sleigh? If only my Star Wars were ready today. A fat little driver so lively and quick, and, if that's Tip O'Neill, I'm gonna be sick. More rapid than an MX, his reindeer they came, and he whistled and shouted like Don Regan ogling a dame. He slid down the chimney, a pretty tight squeeze. I said he'd better lay off the McDLTs. He was older than Christmas, as old as the sea, as old as the hills, but, younger than me. He had a long white beard as fluffy as fleece that, reminded me of the Bhagwan Rajneesh. His clothes, were bright red and all trimmed with mink, and an outfit that Nancy would buy in a wink. His eyes were bright coals, his dimples how merry, his beer gut like William the Refrigerator Perry. Santa said, call me St. Nick, Kris Kringle, or such. I told him, I'm Ronnie the Gipper, or Dutch. He noticed a Dr. Ruth book on my shelf and said she used to work for me as an elf. He left 2 bones for Lucky and Rex and gave me my December Social Security checks. For Vice President Bush, an ID card, so George wouldn't get frisked by the White House guard. Santa gave Gorbachev, Russia's top red, a Commage Pack commie to take with him to bed. For the Pentagon folks, a really nice treat, a $25,000 toilet seat. And for all the politicians from north and south, a special leaf blower that can be powered by mouth. I wish we could trade jobs. He asked what mine pays, and I said, I made more on Death Valley days. Then he sprang to his sleigh and wished me good luck and said, sorry to hear you've become a lame duck. And I shouted to Santa as he rode out of sight, well, Merry Christmas to all, and to all, well, a good night.
Thank you.
Well,
Wonderful.
All righty.
All right.
Now, one of my favorite songs of all time. This is a
Really?
beautiful. Yeah, Skylark is
Skylark.
absolutely. That's one of those songs that, as they say, they ain't writing them like that anymore.
I sang it a long, long time ago, and it seems to be enjoying a revival. Linda Ronstadt put it on her last album, and it's a Hoagie Carmichael song.
All good
and
things
he's-
come around again.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
It's the truth. I'm thinking about taking all that old drag I used to
No,
wear,
don't.
taking it out of mothballs and putting it all back
That's
on,
right.
and singing that stuff again.
Never throw anything away. It's all yours.
Skylark, have you anything to say to me? Can you tell me where my love may be? Is there a meadow in the mist where he's just waiting to be kissed? Skylark, have you seen a valley green, whispering where my heart can go a journeying over the shadows and the rain to a blossom-covered lane? And in your lonely flight, have you heard the music in the night? Wonderful music, faint as a will-o'-the-wisp, crazy as a loon, sad as a gypsy, serenading the moon. Oh, Skylark, I don't know if you can find these things, but my heart is riding on your wings. So if you see them,